What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. I haven't been on here for quite some time. However, I am back with another video. This is kind of a what clubs do I join at Queen's University video, as well as a short Q&A. Definitely keep watching, especially if you are an incoming frosh. I'm going to be highlighting some very important dates during frosh week that you guys need to write down in order to have the most opportunities. So that being said, let's get into it. So I'm first going to start off just with the Q&A portion. So the first question was, how did you know what you wanted to study and why did you pick Queen's? I always kind of had a business mindset. However, I also knew that I wanted to do an MBA later on. So I figured that if I kind of took an economics route, it would somewhat diversify my educational portfolio, I guess. So I'd have a background knowledge in economics and then I could later go into business. So that was kind of my mindset on that. A lot of people though don't know what they want to do or what they want to go into. And a lot of people also think that they know what they want to go into and then they end up changing it. So it's really not a big deal. I personally think that first year is a huge learning experience and you really get to know kind of who you are and what you like. High school doesn't really provide you with that kind of knowledge for university. You really don't know what you love, to be honest, or I didn't anyway. So I think I got lucky that I did end up liking econ, but that's not always the case. So just go in with an open mind and really just kind of try a little bit of everything if you're unsure, and then hopefully at that point you'd get a good taste of what you kind of start to enjoy. Next question is easy electives, lol. So I'd say any of the film electives, super easy. Anyone I have known or taken any, always an easy A. I heard that ancient humor, super easy, as well as any of the ENIN classes. I think it stands for entrepreneurship and innovation. I've heard those are super good. So yeah, I guess any of those I'd say take a stab at if you want some easy electives. Number one most useful thing to get for your dorm that no one tells you. So this is just my personal opinion, but a blender is so crucial. That was maybe the best thing ever. I don't know what I would have done without that, and no one would have ever told me to get it. So how do you stay focused and time manage well? I would say keep yourself super busy. I personally think that the busier you are, the more you kind of value your time and focus on what needs to be done. So for example, if you stick to your academics, go to all your classes.
You serious? You
know, join an intramural sports team, you join a couple clubs, then your time is very, very important. And you kind of need all the time you can get when you're doing so many things. So when you do have that spare time, I think that people tend to really focus because it's all the time they have if they have an assignment to get done or if they have homework to do or studying, whatever it is. So in my personal opinion, just keep yourself super busy. Next question is, how far is the drive to Western for FOCO? So if you guys don't know, FOCO is fake HOCO. Western got rid of HOCO because, I don't know, various reasons, whatever. They have FOCO now. It's a big deal. The train ride to Western is probably, I think the whole journey is like 5 or 6 hours. Like it's quite a trek, I'm not gonna lie. I've never gone for that exact reason, so I don't know exactly, but I think it's quite the trek. Okay, this is gonna be the last question because I really don't want to go too deep into this, but someone asked, what is your proudest moment at Queen's so far? I would say just all of the amazing opportunities that I've gotten from joining a bunch of clubs. Obviously at first everyone is quite nervous to join, and especially there's a lot of clubs or organizations that require interviews, and it's kind of scary and intimidating, especially when it's the third years or fourth years, you know, interviewing the first years and you're like, whoa, like what is going on? So kind of putting myself out of my comfort zone and going to those interviews, even if I really didn't want to. I think that would be my proudest moment because I've gotten a lot of very cool opportunities out of that, including traveling to Europe. So highly recommend you take every opportunity you have. Okay, so now guys, I'm just going to briefly get into what clubs I think you should join next year. So I'm just gonna kind of start off with the clubs that I'm in because that's what I know best. So the 2 volunteer positions that I'm in are Best Buddies and Big Spoon, Little Spoon. So Best Buddies works with older people who have some form of disability, whether it be autism or cerebral palsy or Down syndrome. In Best Buddies, you just kind of get together with your buddy however long you want, once every 2 weeks or so, and you just kind of hang out with them for an hour or 2 hours. You know, it's totally up to you. It's very independent, but it's just kind of to give those people some sort of friend that wants to be there and wants to hang out with them and wants to have fun with them, because it really does mean a lot to those people. Big Spoon, Little Spoon is very similar, except for it is with younger kids. So with that, once a week you go and do some form of cooking or baking with your little spoon, so your little buddy, and you just have fun, cook with them. It helps them to learn life skills, probably helps you to learn life skills, especially being in university. I feel like a lot of us probably don't know how to cook the best meals, so it's kind of a win-win. They have a lot of fun, you have a lot of fun, and I think it's just a great overall environment. So those are 2 awesome opportunities you could be involved with. So in addition to that, last year I was also the Marketing and Finance Director for IST Queens. IST stands for, I don't know, I will put it right here. But IST is super cool, and even if you don't want to join it, I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you're in 2nd or 3rd year. IST provides paid internships abroad for students in Canada, which is really cool and super rare. It's definitely not every day that you can find a paid internship outside of Canada. We help with the work visa. It's all done for you. There's really, really cool opportunities with amazing companies. Definitely check that out if you're interested. With IST, I actually was able to go to Amsterdam, Scotland, and England this year. So that was really cool. I have a video on that if you want to check that out. I'm also a part of Enactus. Enactus I want to talk about for a little bit longer because it's super, super cool and something I'm really passionate about. Enactus is for people who have an idea or a startup innovation in mind and they want to take action. That is the most important thing, obviously, and Enactus really provides that base for people to be able to do it. Something really important to note about Enactus that maybe you guys would be interested in is during Frosh Week, or actually I think it's the week after Frosh Week, we have Sustainability Week at Queen's, and so Enactus kind of goes off of, or it's based off of people who want to create something that is somewhat sustainable. During Sustainability Week, we actually have a pitch competition. So individuals or groups are able to sign up to compete in the pitch competition. So we're kind of incentivizing this by giving the winner $500 in seed funding, which is super exciting. We'll likely have a booth at the Arc. We'll have a booth at the sidewalk sale, which I will discuss in a little bit. There's going to be posters and Facebook groups. If you are interested in entrepreneurship or innovation, you have an idea, anything, bring it to us. Attend the pitch competition. It's going to be a lot of fun and there's no stress behind it. It's just kind of like a fun, easy, I don't know, it's whatever. So some super important dates for everyone to remember, but especially those of you who are incoming Frosh, would be the dates for Queens in the Park, the sidewalk sale, and the Tricolor open house. So Queens in the Park is during Frosh Week. It is on Monday, September 2nd from 2 to 6. And your Frosh groups will actually bring you to the park. And there's a ton of booths set up with all of the various clubs that Queens has to offer. So you can either learn more about them or kind of see like what different clubs there are. The sidewalk sale is another good event you don't want to miss. The sidewalk sale not only incorporates clubs at Queens, but also various local shops around Kingston. Even, for example, like Lululemon. So they'll have information about their hiring, for example, for students who want to work there throughout the year. So various things like that, all super cool. As well, also the bigger organizations of Queens will be there. So ACES, the Arts and Science something, I don't know. The student body governments, basically. So the AMS and ACES will also be there. Super cool opportunities that they provide for students as well that you can get involved in. So that is on September 4th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then the final one is the Tricolor open house. This is on September 5th. So I don't know what time this is at. I don't think the times are up yet, but this is for more sport-related activities and clubs to join, such as ski club or soccer intramurals, any other type of intramurals, whatever it is. Also an awesome thing to attend. So finally, I want to kind of talk about the various faculty clubs that Queen's has. So for example, because I'm in economics, I'm a part of the Economics Affairs Society, so I am the campaign strategist for that. There are obviously a lot of other opportunities, so for example, the finance coordinator, marketing coordinator, and then there's subgroups under all of those, advancement coordinator, whatever it is. They all have presidents or, you know, co-chairs, whatever they want to call it. So super cool. And of course, these also look really awesome on a resume because it does kind of give you that real life experience that you're not going to get from attending a finance class or a marketing class. So very cool opportunities there. I know that there is also a commerce society for any of you commies out there that want to join that. And there is just various, so for example, there's also ASUS, so that's the Arts and Sciences something. It's ASUS. So as you can see, these are just my personal experiences with Queen's clubs and organizations. There are so many different clubs you can join, and there really is something for everyone. Even if you're in engineering, there's a lot of different design clubs as well, or maybe you are a super artsy person. I'm sure there are a lot of photography clubs. There's even a squirrel watching club. So hence my point, there is really a club for everyone. And yeah, just I would encourage everyone to really get out there, look for all of these various opportunities because there are so many and you never know what they could bring. You will also make so many friends along the way, so that's super awesome. If you are at all interested in any of the opportunities that I mentioned that I'm a part of, not that everyone will be interested, but if you are, send me a message if you want. I will put my Instagram here. I can definitely tell you a little bit more about it if you are interested and tell you what opportunities there are within those specific organizations. Okay guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, just either shoot me a DM or leave it in the comments below. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.